The amount of greenhouse gases we emit today will determine how much the sea level will rise in the future. There are three mechanisms that are causing the sea level to rise, two of which are the big mamba jambas. First, we have melting of on-land glaciers. For example, Greenland is mostly covered in a huge glacier that is slowly melting thanks to higher global temperatures. All that water that was once stranded on land is eventually going to make its way to the ocean. Likewise, glaciers on mountaintops are melting. The glaciers in Glacier National Park in Montana are a fraction of their historical size. In addition to the ecological changes and the reduced albedo effect, the oceans will have a greater volume of water than they did 100 years ago. On-land glacier melt is the primary driver in sea level rise. The second most important factor in higher sea level is thermal expansion. We know that as a substance warms, it expands due to the higher kinetic energy of the molecules. As the global temperature rises, the volume of the oceans will increase due to thermal expansion, even without added water. Lastly, on-land natural resource use can have effects on sea level due to a variety of factors. We've talked before about land subsidence. While land subsidence does not directly affect the volume of water in the oceans, it does make the effects of sea level rise worse. If our land elevation is lowering and sea levels are rising, that can be a recipe for significant flooding events. Land subsidence is driven by excessive aquifer pumping, natural gas extraction, thawing of permafrost, and soil erosion. So the natural resource management techniques we use inland can have important effects on how and where coastal people live